This video will show you how to individualize group notes. This is the second step in writing a group note, and needs to be done after writing a group default note. The group default note is covered in another video. First, open the form Progress Notes, Group and Individual. In the upper right corner, enter the group name or number that you wrote the group default note for. My group name is Avatar Therapy, so I'm going to search for that here. Below that, enter the date that the note was written on. Keep in mind that this is not the date that the group default note was written for, but the date that the group default note was written on. If you select a date that you did not write a group default note on, you will see the following error message. If you select a day that a group default note was written on, the Select Note to Edit drop-down menu will become active. Clicking on this menu will show you the clients that have been included in the group default note written for that day. These clients will need to have an individual note written for each of them. Select one of these clients, and the information will default into the rest of the note. As soon as you select a client from this drop-down menu, the rest of the information will automatically default into the necessary fields. Here, the Notes field, I can see my group default note. This should be a generic note, describing the group, and not have any individual information on any of the clients in the group. I'm going to need to add a little bit at the end of this note to describe what this particular client did in the group. If the service was conducted in a language other than English, you will need to enter that in this box here. If the group was conducted in English, leave this blank. Scrolling down, I can see that the date of service, the service program, the service charge code, the location, have all been defaulted in automatically. This information is drawn from the group default note that was previously completed. The face-to-face and dock and travel times are blank. That's okay, as the service was generated when you filed the group default note. Don't put anything into either of these fields. This looks okay to me, so I'm going to put this into Final, and then file the note. As soon as you see Note Filed, your group note has been individualized for this client. I'm not quite done with this group though. Scrolling back up to the top, I can see that the Select Note to Edit drop-down menu is still active. Clicking on this drop-down menu lets me see that I have one more client that I need to write an individual note for. Repeat this process until there are no more clients on this drop-down menu. There are some common problems that can occur while individualizing a group note. If a client is on the Select Note to Edit drop-down menu who did not attend the group, this is because he was accidentally included when writing the group default note. It's too late to make any changes to this, and you will need to delete the group default note and all of the services associated with it. This is done by submitting an avatar correction request form to the fax number on the form. Additionally, if there is not a client on the Select Note to Edit drop-down menu who did attend the group, this was also because he was accidentally left off when writing the group default note. In this situation as well, the entire group note will need to be deleted using the avatar correction request form. Once you are individualizing the progress notes, it's too late to add or remove clients from the group default note. This is an important mistake to fix, as a service charge has been generated for each of these clients, so you want to make sure that you delete the group default note if you see a client on that drop-down menu that should not be there, or are missing a client on the drop-down menu that should be there. This is how you individualize a group note.